Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So today we're back for another round of Terraria Elements Awoken. Now a bit of a warning in advance, if I sound a little dead inside, it's simply because right now I've got a cold. If you've ever followed me before for any length of time, you probably know by now that I have a very poor immune system, so I'm very likely to get sick. It happens pretty often. But with that being said, I feel alright today. I do feel fine, good enough to record, and excited enough to record. But today's episode, it might be a little bit different, a little shorter maybe, structured a little bit differently, so that I don't have to talk for as long. But I think with those restrictions, it should still be a pretty great day. So we're going to be cracking on with Azana, I think that was the name. It was the second to final boss in the mod, and we were having a little bit of trouble with her in the previous episode. Here she is, Azana. So I took a bunch of feedback on board. I went to the comment section, I saw what you had to say, and I ended up crafting 2 accessories straight off the bat. Number 1 was the Neo Virtuo. So this will allow you to summon a portal, just like this, that will fire on the player. It gives you 100 extra mana, loads of mana damage, movement speed, defenses, effects, and it's pretty great. And then also made the Element Arcanum, which is what's causing this effect, I believe. So this gives you 35% increased damage, critical strike chance increased by 10, maximum mana increased by 150, life regen, mining speed, and reduced damage. So 2 pretty great upgrades. Now there was a third upgrade that people wanted me to make, and it's called the Empty Vessel. So what this does is it increases your health. Now I believe what you have to do is you have to make 10 of them, because it goes up to 700, and I think that that's all it will go. So 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Now I have some pretty grey hearts. Amazing. So other than that, I got feedback on how to move. A lot of people were saying it's actually not best to fly around, it's best to stay in one area. I'm going to try to take that on board. Apparently there is a stage in the fight where you do have to move though. So it's going to be like, you know, it's going to be a bit of grinding today, a little bit of that. So what I'm going to be doing now, guys, is I'm going to be waiting until nighttime, and then I'm going to be grinding out with a couple of boss fights. I'm going to cut back every time I've got something interesting to say, or we get a little bit further in the fight. And this is going to be good for me. It's going to save my lungs, and it's going to save my voice, and all of that sounds pretty good. But remember, guys, as always, if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new around here, and you want to hear my nasally voice even more, subscribe. Why not? Alright, let's jump into this. Alright, so this is the first attempt, and I've just defeated the little, like, meaty looking Eye of Cthulhu. And I have to say my damage is definitely better. So the tips that you guys gave are already working, which is nice. But what I really just need to work on is my dodging, truthfully. I think that's going to be a massive part of today's progression, really. Anyway, I hope you all had a great weekend. I did actually have a great weekend despite having a cold. I went to my niece's birthday party. It's really nice. Got some famalam time in. It's always good, right? But now I need to be silent and concentrate. Okay, so first attempt went a lot better. I think I've realized at what point I need to run now. And it's after the attack that I used to hate, you know, with the vertical lines. So that's already good to know. I will say, though, when I was running away, I wasn't doing, like, a particularly good job of it, so there's definite room for improvement. One thing is, as well, I know a lot of you wanted me to use this with an auto-clicker. I think we can all agree that that's pretty bad. I'm not going to do it, but it would be pretty fun to see, because this thing is so powerful. If you had an auto-clicker for this, the fight would be over in seconds. All right, come on. Hey. Nice. Nice. Even when I'm ill. Ah, I did it. That's ace. That's so ace. Oh, that was just such a tense fight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that in its entirety, but I'm going to like take out all the annoying gunshot noises. That was really cool. That was really, really, really cool. I like that. That was a good fight. That was so light. I was like on the edge of my seat. Tense, boys. Whew. Okay. Well, that definitely woke me up. My God. That was fun. I'm really glad I waited for this. So what is this? Throw ores nearby to convert them to discordant ores. Ooh, okay. So you place it down, and then I'm assuming that you take all your ores. So say tungsten, lead, iron. Right, let's try this out. Wow. That's really cool. So, do I get that back? Does that go back into my inventory? Or is that something that I need to maybe make? Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's really cool. I enjoyed that. That was good. Really, really enjoyed that. That was a good second to final boss for sure. Okay, so I got the Mark of the Infection. Pressing the ability key will create a shield around the player that absorbs damage, buffing the player as they absorb damage. Alright. Got the Pandemonium. Pretty cool. Stellarite. But this is what I'm interested in. This discordant ore. So let's have a little look. Okay, so it makes discordant bars and the chaotic crucible. Now, my assumption is probably that this is what you need to craft anything. But let's have a little look. Yeah, it is. So you probably need it for all of these upgrades. So let's have a little look at what we got. So the Chaos Heart permanently increases your maximum life by 10. Consumable. So maybe we have another 100 that we can get. You also have the Void Fruit. The Demon Heart allows you to resist more of the conflicting energy and accessories. This strange fruit embraces it. Allows you to survive wearing a 7th accessory. Ah, okay, so that's a pretty beefy upgrade. 7th accessory, more health. So I think the Desolation 4 is probably what I'll make. Although I don't have these ancient shards. So my assumption is probably that these... Yeah, these have got to drop from the final boss. No way it doesn't. Alright. So let's see what else there is. Here's a gun. Suffer with me. You took a part of me, so I'll take a part of you. Okay. Increases the player maximum energy. Ah, that's the energy part. So what do we make then? We've got a lot to really look at, if I'm being honest. But with these ancient shards, my assumption really is that these are from the final boss. I'm going to do some Googling real quick, because I want to know how to get more discordant ore. Because then once we have that, we can have a little go at figuring out the rest of it. Alright, so I did some Googling to try and get a better understanding. So it seems like discordant ore is only dropped by Azana. Every time you kill her, you get one of those things that you can throw ore into. But that's pretty much your limit. That's what I'm getting from the Wikipedia page. So with that being said, we now need to decide on what upgrade we're going to make. Because we have 17 bars. That's it. After I made the anvil, that's all we have. So I almost feel like I want to make discordant bullets. So apparently these will teleport to nearby living organisms. That sounds amazing. Imagine that. Bang. Bullet teleports next to your head. You're out for the count, boy. So I do want to make this, but I also might want to make the Chaos Heart. We don't have enough for the Void Fruit, although I would like to make the Void Fruit. But what I really want to do is essentially try the final boss and see what happens, basically. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the Chaos Heart. So let's have a little look here. Chaos Heart. So let me make that. Oh, wait. Why is that not working? Permanently increases maximum life of 10. Fighter of the Calamity need not apply. Consumable. Oh, there you go. That's weird that. It didn't work out of my inventory. That's alright. So, what do we do with the rest now? Do we make the bullets? I almost feel like I should. Yeah, I'm going to make some bullets. So these take 5. So I'm going to drop this down to 5. So I'm going to make 350 of them. Probably a waste of bars. Now, looking at that. And then we'll make the heart once again. So, Chaos Heart. Alright, we don't have the void... sorry, the ashes for this. Alright. Well, then I'll make more bullets. So, bam, 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 bam. Okay. It's always good to note that we can always just go get more. That's the thing. That's the thing. I'm just being lazy. I don't really want to go get it, but I can. Okay, we'll see how this goes. So, to summon the final boss, we need to speak to the storyteller. Okay, fight. There we go. Alright, so this is the final boss, basically. Whatever it may be, I'm going to try run away from it, as I often do, with a lot of boss fights. And we'll see what happens. Thank God these bullets teleport, because my God, these bosses are very fast. So I believe these are called the Ancients, and I think what happens is, once you've defeated them once, then you have to spawn them in manually. And then once you spawn them in manually, that's when you start your farming process. These bosses are very quick. My God, very, very quick indeed. I feel like I'm moving so fast my bullets can't keep up. I almost feel like I'd be better with Chlorophyte, but I'm giving it a go. We're seeing what's happening. I will say, I expected to be dead by this point, because I'm kind of, well, I am just flying around like nobody, basically. Just chilling, pretty much. Oh, this is cool, though. I like the music, and I feel pretty intense. And my lungs aren't hurting that much, so we're all good. Why do I feel like I'm invincible? I feel like I've been hit, but I'm not being hit. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so looking at the Chlorophyte bullets, maybe those discordant ones were like such a waste of time, but that's alright, we tried them out. Okay, I'll put down a portal just in case. I don't know if that's going to do anything. So my assumption with this is that these are the first round of what's going to be an intense fight, basically. There's just more and more coming out. This is kind of cool. So I have taken damage now. I've just looked at my health. Sorry, I went silent then. Just resting me lungs. Okay. Alright. Oh, reset flight. Okay, so that's the last of the things that have health bars. So, whew, there we go. There's the next boss. I didn't know it spawned so quick, so I started to yawn. Okay, so this is called the Ancient Amalgamate. What was the name of the final boss called on the list? Can anybody remember? Because I don't remember, and I'm like, I don't think this was it. Once again, I always feel like this with modded boss fights. I'm like, right, they probably do so many fake outs. At least we're still doing damage. Is it going to teleport? Okay, yeah. Alright, cool. It didn't despawn, which is what we like to see. So maybe it changed. Or maybe it's doing some kind of attack. Are you getting closer, buddy? Alright, there you go. Alright, you're getting quite close now. Maybe a little too close. So my assumption is it's either got some kind of attack where it's pulling up a shield, or I really am just outrunning it too much. So I'm just being slow, just to see what happens. Well, there you go. Why are you so slow? What's going on with you? Alright, the Ancient Amalgamation has been defeated. Oh, wow. Look at that. That was pretty sick, wasn't it? What? No way. That was so sick. Oh, is this the... That's ace. Is this the credits? Wow. Alright, come on. Round of applause. Come on, that was banging. And you know it was banging. So we need a change to the final boss. But you saved yourself with these credits. This is so sick. That was fantastic. Elements, you really pulled it back at the end there. I loved that. I think in conclusion... Oh, look, it's the first episode sprite. I'm getting nostalgic. So yeah, I would say in conclusion, I had a really, really fun time with this mod. It definitely did some things that were interesting, that stood out to me, for example. I really enjoyed how when we were first exploring, we found those little like labs that had the extra furniture in. I thought those were really cool. I really enjoyed the Infinity Gauntlet, of course, but then I think the mod really began to shine past Moonlords. I think it really did. That was really fun. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this little adventure. And shout out to all of these people for being awesome and making mods. Because, you know, without them, where would we be? Oh, look at that. Fury Forged. Game Raiders. I know these. Maybe we'll make it onto the credits one day. Biggest thank you to you. Seriously, thank you for playing Elements Awoken. It means a lot to me and all of the... Well, I'm a slow reader anyway. What's the matter? Well, that was really, really sick. Well, there we go. Okay, that was cool. I didn't expect that to be the final boss, I'm not going to lie, but pretty sick. So what did we get? We got some of these amalgamations and the ancient shards. We got the crystalline locket. Press the special ability key to make the player always critically strike for 10 seconds. Wow. And then have a look at this sword. Look at that. That's banging. All right. Well, I think what we'll do then is we'll make some final weapons. So let's have a little look at this. So this makes the resurrection sigil. So this is to refight the boss, which I don't think we'll be doing if I'm being real. But then there's this upgrade here. Now, we could have made any of these pretty much, but we chose the desolation. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to make this. Considering it's a final weapon, I think we should. We owe it to the mod. So yeah, let me go do Azana real quick. Have I got time for Azana? Oh, I don't. I'm going to have to wait until the next night. But we'll get some more discordant ore. And then we'll craft some final stuff and test it out. It's going to be good. Alright, so I ended up farming Azana quite a few times. But then I also needed to go farm Volcanox in Hell to make sure we had enough ashes. So I should be able to make every kind of upgrade that I possibly want to make. Because I do want to see what the endgame items are. It's always fun to see what makes you powerful and what doesn't. So the first thing is going to be the Desolation 4. I think I have enough shards. I don't know if I have enough Voidite. That's actually a really good point. I didn't farm any Voidite. We'll see. Desolation. Oh, there you go. Desolation 4. Alright, so I'm going to need to grab my Endless Quiver just so we can see what kind of arrows it's going to be. And then I also wanted to make the Chaos Hearts. So, hearts. Can I not make those? Oh, I need to turn my things into ashes, basically. Ashes. Oh, we have to farm Void Leviathan. Ah, right. I farmed for Volcanox. Like a moron. Well, alright. Okay, so Void Fruit. Can't make that either because we need the... Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. We can rock with this. We'll test our new bow on Void Leviathan. Is this one at night? Damn, it is at night. I just waited as well. Oh, well. Okay, so let's see. Embryo. Thank you very much. All right, I'll be right back. Here's what it looks like, by the way. It's kind of amazing. It is kind of cool. I like it. So I know we only fought this the other day, but genuinely, in my mind, I can't remember what this boss looks like. I know that we fought a big worm at some point, and I'm wondering if it's that. We did a lot in a very short span of time. Okay, right, so it is the big worm. So here's the kind of damage I can do to it. It's kind of amazing, isn't it? Wow. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's the Orby boys that are at top. I remember this. I have actually farmed for this. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have fought this since the other day. My god. My memory's it's terrible. It's bad. Right, okay. Thank you very much. I'll take that Void Essence as well. Appreciate you. Okay, so open this up, and then you turn these into the ashes. Right, well, let me do it one more time then, so that we've got everything we might possibly need. Look at that. It just doesn't know what to do. It really doesn't. Oh, that's so sick. Alright, where's the other Void Heart? That's one thing I liked about this, because I remember when I was farming it, I was like, because I was farming it on the floor, and I was like, oh no, what if the void hearts go into the desert biome? But it didn't. It always spawns at the top, which I think was a good choice. Right, so let me open this up. We'll get the ashes. I love this vanity, by the way. This has been my favorite vanity in this series. It's just because it's so expressionless, and I think the idea of that is kind of amazing. So we'll make the ashes. Thank you very much. We'll make the heart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, only 6. And I still can't take them out of my inventory. That's interesting, though. Alright, well, I need a few more of those. I don't think that one matters so much. But let's have a little look at the fruit. Can we make the fruit yet? Or do we need to do more farming? Void fruit. We need more ashes. Yeah, alright. Okay. Let's get some more ashes. So yeah, I think the final thing we'll make then is the fruit. Just so we have a really good idea of what it's like. So can't take it out of my inventory, but bam. There we go. We now have a final 7th accessory slot, which is kind of amazing. So I would like the accessory that I did put in here, the one that we got from the final boss. I know that we got this, but it was this. This was it. The crystalline locket. So I thought this was a pretty cool idea. So I'm going to change my controls so that I can do the special ability. I'm going to set it to that. Mouse 4. So what do we really test this on? That's the only problem. I've got no idea. I feel like we've smashed absolutely everything. We really have. So what do you even use it on? I don't know. Quiver. Where did I put my... Yeah, I did put this back in here. I guess what I would like to do is to maybe make some arrows, some discordant arrows. So I'm going to make as many of these as possible. I've got 650. And then I'd like to test this with the discordant arrows. But I don't know what to fight. That's my only problem. I really don't. I guess what we'll do is we'll refight the final boss maybe. So the final boss was called the Ancients. And you need to make a resurrection sigil. Let's see if I can make one. Sigil. Okay. So does this have different modes again? Charge, disc, wave. I'd rather have it on wave, to be honest. That's wave. Okay. Right, let's try this out then. Okay, so here they are. We're going to look at them a little bit closer this time. And we're going to see what happens. Okay, so I just pressed my special ability key, so I now do critical chances. I don't have a clue what's going on in the bottom left-hand corner. Like, not a clue. Did I activate debug or something, or what have I done? The lag is insane. Normally my computer doesn't lag, as many of you'll know. So this is pretty rare. Oh my god. What is this? So one thing real briefly, while I'm talking about lag and computers, I do plan when 1.4 comes out to make a video basically doing a build guide on like what is the cheapest PC you can purchase that will run 1.4 with mods. So that is one thing that I do want to work on, because I get asked that a lot, like, hey, what specs do you have? Obviously my specs are pretty mad because I'm a YouTuber, so I need everything for, need all the power for making videos, but I should be able to build you a guide for something that's just affordable-ish, that'll run Terraria like absolutely perfect, and some other games of course. Alright, there we go. Alright, super cool, super cool. Right, so that is going to be it. We're going to end the series there. Guys, thank you so much for all the support on this one. I know you all want to know what the next series is going to be. So there was a bit of a discussion about this. So to confirm, the next series will be Calamity Thorium Mage. It's a really good time to do it for me because I'm on the wizard hype and it's all I'm thinking about. We were going to play a different mod though. I reached out to the developers. I said, hey, do you want me to do a series on the mod? Are you comfortable with that? And they were like, can you wait a little bit? We want you to have the best experience. We know what you want to do with the mod, and we want to let you experience it when it's ready, right? So just to confirm, that's why we're not going to like a lesser known mod, because we're waiting for them to feel like it's a comfortable experience. This is something I've started doing recently, where I reach out to developers and I say, hey, are you all right with this? Just because I think it's better, right? In the past with like Calamity and such, I've played it in the middle of updates, and it doesn't really matter too much. But I think if I'm going to cover a smaller mod, then I need to know that they're cool with it because, you know, they want to show what they've got to the best of their ability. Right, guys, thank you so much. I'll be back for the next series, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple of days, depending on how I'm feeling. Maybe we'll have some other games in the middle just to tide over the break. But you'll see me again soon. So do subscribe, do stay subscribed, and look out for it. I'm on Twitter if you need me, if you want to find out what I'm up to. And that should be it. Right, have a fantastic day, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.